Hey guys, what's up? We're talking about Rogue One. I just saw it in 3D today.
You just saw it. You can't get 3D without these. Did it scare you in the theater?
It's a scary movie. Rogue One is a terrifying movie.
It's the first Star Wars straight up horror film. It's so scary. And it's so bloody and it makes you think about
It's 2 hours of jump scares.
It's really,
Yeah.
yeah, and
It's a slasher.
all those jump scares are completely unearned, but I loved every single one. There wasn't one that didn't have me screaming.
I know.
What was the worst jump scare? Let's just start there.
Oh my god, the part in the beginning where there's the big, I don't know what else to call him, space clown, and there's that whole crew. There's a whole crew of good guys, and we love them. We love our good guys. So when we see these good guys, and they're confronted by a space clown, which literally drops in front of them out of, I don't know, some sort of garbage chute or something.
It was a garbage chute.
Yeah, and he's dancing around, and he's being a creepy space clown.
But it's okay, I feel like I have this guy figured out. He's no threat. He's just creeping me out.
Wrong. He had a minigun in his balloon. So he just pulled out a minigun and he just shredded everyone apart.
I admire them for taking that sort of chance.
You don't ever see that where they just kill off all the main characters in the first 15...
Right away.
10 minutes of the movie.
Right away. And there's a title screen that came up and it said, "Don't ask for your money back. You're in for a wild ride." And then everyone sat back down and was like, okay, I'm in.
Yeah, people were pissed off in our theater. People were throwing drinks at each other.
Mm-hmm.
One guy next to me pulled out a knife, and I said, "Put that away."
What is next for the Star Wars universe? Because there's supposed to be more films.
I think they're going to definitely make more movies. I don't see many other... Yeah. I don't... And it's a money cow.
And that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah. And I'm writing a movie called Money Cow, which is cool.
Tell me about how it's similar to Rogue One, but then also tell me about how it's different than Rogue One.
Cool. It's a sequel to Rogue One. It's called Money Cow, and it's basically the space clown from Rogue One meets a money cow, and they kind of become friends. So the clown will ride the cow, and it's kind of a space adventure.
I'm lost, but that makes me want to see it though.
GameCube.
The GameCube's out now. So guys, it was tough to decide whether to go see Rogue One or play my GameCube. But at the end of the day, I had to go see that flick, and I'm so glad I did.
I'm going to go ahead and say I was split. I would have loved to stay home and play Cube.
It's told me that it was tough because you almost didn't make it out of the house because you were playing so much Animal Crossing on Cube.
Yeah, I'm a Cube guy for sure. I love my Cube.
The movie's 6 hours long, and that's a long time to not play GameCube.
Oh, I know, I agree. I can't sleep for longer than 6 hours without setting a Cube alarm to wake me up. Get me out of my sleep.
What does that sound like?
Oh, the Cube alarm? It's just it's really loud, like almost gunshot type noises.
I didn't know that was a feature.
No, I know. I had to customize my alarm to make it sound like that.
Oh,
but it's like...
Is
it's
it
like a loud gun?
Digitally generated noise, or is there some mechanical thing in there that's making that noise?
It's purely mechanical. I had to...
Jesus.
I had to rig it up. I had to pay a guy to do it $450, the whole thing.
Can you put me in touch?
Darth Vader's the star of the movie. Tone.
There's no doubt. I mean, he's in every frame of the film. He's kicking so much ass. He's killing good guys. He's killing bad guys. He turns to the audience at one point, and he's just...
He puts on his own 3D glasses, and he says, "Watch this." And then he just punches through the screen.
Yeah, which was such an unbelievable pyrotechnics display that I wonder if next week when I see it, there will be another hand coming through the screen. I can't imagine. Nobody got hurt, thank God.
I know.
No, it was fun, though.
But people have been getting hurt in other screenings.
Right. And I'm fine with that, as long as it's not too many.
Did I see the right...
Rogue One.
I think it was Sith. I got Sith.
Fuck, they were playing Sith at AMC 14. I gotta give you props for just being out with this and not being afraid to, put it out there.
Yeah,
This
I didn't see Rogue One. I saw Sith. But that's just kind of what life is. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not ashamed. I own who I am.
Mm-hmm. They say the brighter the picture, the darker the negative, and you're a classic case of that.
Yeah.
Because you smile all the time, you have a happy disposition, but at the bottom of it, there's a lot of darkness down there.
Definitely.
I think it's so important that we let the people behind the register know
that the prices at the theater are out of control.
I've been meaning to talk about this.
Go ahead.
There are so many other places that you could get food for cheaper than at a movie theater.
I know.
Like,
I eat at the hospital all the time. The cafeteria there is perfect.
And are you there for any sort of treatment, or are you just coming in a wheelchair?
No, here's the thing. I will do a minor injury. I'll hurt my leg or I'll hurt my arm. They need to see a sick guy, or else I'm going to look suspicious.
Mm-hmm. I don't go to the length of hurting myself to eat there, but I do want that free food. So what I do is I go in, and whoever makes eye contact with me, I say, I'm visiting someone. Yeah. I'm here visiting someone.
How does that work? Does that work?
Hasn't yet. There's plenty more hospitals I haven't even tried it at.
How many hospitals have you tried this at?
6. And all 6 have been very quick dismissals because it's usually the security guard. He just senses something is off. Because I make it a point to tell him I'm visiting someone. But he's like, okay, sir, who? And I didn't expect that. I never do. Remember when the starship and the other starship?
Yes.
Do the part where one pushes the other one into it. You remember what happened?
Yeah.
You do it. And then it goes slow because it's space. And then it's in between and it forms a whole new ship.
Yeah. You got 2 broken ships. What do they form when you slap them together? New cool ship.
And it's like a metaphor for...
And that brings us back to the fact that this was a fully fledged horror film.
Yes. I mean, and it was so gratuitously violent. It made me confront my mortality in a way that I never have in any setting. They would cut people apart, and it's like, is that what's really in there? It was just, it blew me away. And the kids around me were screaming.
The kids knew it was good for them. They knew they needed the scare. They needed to wake up because that's what world is.
Yeah. They gotta learn sometime.
Yeah. So Stars War, I'll give it 1 cube out of 3. And
see a bunch of horror films and prep for this. I'm trying to think because most people are like, oh, see some of the other Star Wars movies before you go see this. Yeah. But guess what? Movie magic is still alive, people.
It's not dead. And it's not dead with the Space Clown either. Who played Space Clown, or was it all CGI?
That was Horatio Sands. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks, guys.